Hey everybody, my name's Rick Miller. I'm owner of 2.5 carat game ranch and 400-inch scent. I wanted to show you guys, all you hunters, I think it's important to see what we're doing here. I want to run you up in here in the building and show you how we collect and bottle it and so forth. Hey, Bird.
Yeah, bud.
First thing, we always shut our door. They might say they're tame, but they ain't tame every day. Okay, you guys, it's early in the season yet, but these guys out here selling for me thought it was important for me to show you guys how it's doing it, or how we're doing it. And, you know, we're really not doing it yet, but we're just going to show you how. We put Old Faithful 55 in here, and she's peed the bucket for us. She's in here. If she come over and look at us. See how we got all the ear tags? That's stuff we have to do to be able to raise these guys. And they pee on the floor. It comes out, goes into our bucket. We water them. We feed them. It's once we get going here in a couple weeks, it's an everyday thing, kind of like dairy farming. They pretty much get accustomed to it. And what I wanted everybody to see is this. We're not trying to create a new wheel here, but this is the real deal. And we're doing every doe, but you can see our stalls. We can accommodate, what, Bird, 30?
Yeah.
30 total. This is just one of our setups. Every day we collect it, starting when the velvet goes hard, or when the velvet starts coming off. That's kind of when your hormones start changing in all your deer and your elk, which we do the elk too. Then we'll collect it till, say, till the antler comes off sometime in January. But I'm going to let Bird here show you our process.
What we do, we just figure out which doe we have. We got a jug with their number on it. We figure out where the jug is. We come over here, we figure out which one it is. We just grab the pee. We put filter fabric on each jug, whichever one it is, whichever number it is. This is 55. We filter it.
And you guys, I'm a contractor of 38 years, and this is the same fabric we use for our sewer work on septic systems. It's all pretty primitive.
Yeah.
You can see at the end of the bucket.
And
That's what we strain off of it.
Yeah, you get down back here and it's
And
done. We get rid of that.
That's how we do it.
Take the filter fabric off. Throw it in the trash. We go up to the barn and bottle it up. Label it. Put it in the freezer.
And what we do with this, guys, when we're pulling it, I mean, we'll have 25, 30 bottles laying across here, and whatever deer's in the pen, their bottle's up here. It has their name tags on it, and that's how we do it. And then we take it up to my big building, and that's where Bird and my boy, we always make sure we get about 20 gallons at a time. We keep it refrigerated. Then we bottle it, label it, cap it, put it in the boxes, freeze it. So we'll take you up to the other barn and show you our next procedure.
Bring this pea in here. We take this right here, put it in here. And then figure out what it is by this list. the list that you guys see at the show. Okay, it's a doe. So it's green. Take his green marker.
This right here is important for everybody to understand how we do it.
Put the labels on there.
So green, our green code is, our dark green is doe urine.
Doe urine.
Doe urine, you guys, is what you should use from early season up till pre-rut.
55 in the green marker. And I put it on there. Got an old tea jug down here. We'll fill them up.
Put some strong smell stuff today in it.
Yeah.
And you guys, this stuff here, this is early yet. We just showing you guys how we do it. Again, we got to be real careful. We can't overfill them because if we do, the daggone bottles will bust on us. There's a lot to this. There's a lot of work to it. Every day, a couple of my guys do this when we start collecting every morning.
Look at the bottom there.
The cap has a little foam deal that seals it tight.
Put those on there.
While Bert's in there filling, I'll talk a little bit. What we do is, say right there at the end of October, we put the cedars in our does and we bring them into estrus, and then we've got about 10 days there that when they're in estrus that we pull the end estrus stuff, and that's the good stuff during the rut. But the P now is good for just your cover up scent early season. After the rut, this doe urine is good stuff. One other thing that you guys me as a hunter, and I know it. I mean, there's nobody more avid than me when it comes to bow hunting. And this is hunter to hunter. I take my fawns that we put them into estrus. They're in the late season and we collect it. And I don't think that anybody's ever offered to do that before, but we're collecting our estrus semen from our does and bottling it too there in December. So that's something for you to think about.
Might be a lot more.
That's just a quick shrink tube that goes on there just to kind of help seal it. Do say we put 20 bottles in a case, and what we try to do is when we ship them out to our dealers, we mix them bottles up per case, put say 5 different does in there, so when you guys are going to the store, and this is very important for you guys, is we put different does in each box of 20, so that if you go out hunting and say it's Monday afternoon and you kind of have a bad experience with a buck, don't use 55 2 days later. You want to use like red 5 or 75, whatever deer tag number is on that bottle, because these deer all smell different. And don't use the same deer urine in the same spot. Mix them up. And that's my big suggestion to you guys. It's every bottle is a bottle of pee from each doe. And that's kind of our trait. This stuff is a perishable per se. I can honestly say, just for me using it and messing with this now for going into 2 years, this stuff will not go into ammonia for about 7 days in 70-degree weather. You guys that's using it, you're going to use their product. I mean, this is as pure as it can get. When you come in from hunting, put it in your cooler. You know, put it in your beer cooler, put it in your Coke cooler, or whatever you got. Put it in your little baggie. put in your cooler, keep it cool, because it'll last for 6 months, just in refrigeration. So far, what I know for a fact that if I put it in my freezers, we quick freeze it in a real cold freezer, it's about -26, then we transfer it to the regular freezers. But as far as I know, so far it'll keep for 2 years as long as you put it in the freezer. You come home from hunting, put it back in the baggie, put it in the freezer, refreeze it. It'll last, I know, as far as I know as of now, 2 years. Wait till next year and I'll tell you if it's 2 or 3 before it changes into ammonia. Hey guys, I'm going to finish up here. First of all, you guys see where my hunting clothes are at. They stay there year round. Not everybody has that luxury. I appreciate everybody taking the time and looking in this video and seeing how I'm doing it and what I'm doing. I think from one hunter to another that I am doing something here that is for the guys that's really serious about hunting, because it is as real as it gets as far as the product. You know, you can call me, you can look in my web. You know, it's here in on the program we got, and we actually even have a Facebook ad. So thanks for considering my product, and we'll see how it does. And if you do use it, you get some good pictures, get them to me so I can put them on my advertisement stuff. Thanks for listening. Did you get him?
Yep.
Did you get him? Say, oh yeah, we forgot to tell you about the wild deer. We forgot to tell you about the wild deer around here. There's a lot of them. Uh-huh.